Good morning, good morning, good morning, everybody. It's your man DJ Grady, baby boy. These lights are bright and it's always hot. Oh, let me turn these lights down. Turn this light down. It's just a little bit, just a tad, so you guys can see me just a little bit. Hope everybody had a wonderful week. We're getting close to the weekend. It's that Thursday. After you come over the Wednesday hump, now you got to prepare for this jump right into Friday. Shout out to everybody. Shout out to everybody that listened to the show. Oh my goodness, we had a 1,500 listeners on the show the past couple of weeks. So very excited, very grateful, very thankful. Want to say thank you to everybody who that went to DJ Grady Baby Radio on Facebook and click like. So I did my best. I was up late last night sending out friend requests. So thank everybody who listened. Shout out to everybody on all these different platforms, Twitch, all the different Facebook groups that I'm in. Shout out to everybody. Thank you guys for listening to the show. And today's topic gonna be talking about red flag, but I gotta make an announcement. And actually, I'm gonna do a live opening on the show. I gotta open this book. I feel so accomplished today. Now I feel comfortable with talking about my accomplishment as being an author. Shout out to Wanda D. Hollis. Shout out to oh Lord, I messed up a name. Lord, y'all know I be butchering people's names. Tiasha, shout out to Tiasha, World's Women's Conference and Award. Y'all make sure you guys get that link. I'm going to share it again on my page. We're having a women's empowerment event March the 5th and 6th. So make sure you guys register through Eventbrite. I'm going to post a link. Or you guys go on one of the hottest page and click on that link. And definitely Lakeisha James, World's Women's Conference Award, Atlanta chapter leader. Go out. Make sure you guys get the link. Shout out to Miss Amber Lyons. She's always doing a thing. Her youth leaders conference coming up. Young Leaders Conference is coming up soon. So make sure y'all stay tuned. Tune in to that. My goodness, my books are here, everybody. The books are here. I just want to do an opening. And also, thanks to everybody who pre-ordered their book. Their name is in the book. And also, you get a complimentary DJ Grady Baby t-shirt. So I have the t-shirts right here. I picked those up the other day. So your t-shirts are here. Let me show. Hold on. I had to do an order. Shout out to Knowledge, man. God, I appreciate your knowledge. Look this up. The DJ Grady Baby shirts for the listeners here. The ones who pre-ordered the book. So this is what you get. Oh my God, this is a nice shirt. Looking in this camera is kind of okay. Here we go. Go back right there. But hold on. Let me bring the crew in first before I do the unveiling of the book and everything. Let me bring, ladies and gentlemen, two lovely ladies up here who I want to meaning Mighty Mo. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go with Miss LaRonda. I'm gonna go with my teacher over here. Of course, Miss LaRonda, welcome all the way from Carolina. What's up, Miss Rhonda? Help me, Rhonda. Help me, Rhonda. How you doing?
Hey, how you doing? Good morning. Good
Doing
morning.
great. Good morning. How you doing? All right. I'm doing great. I'm
Great.
happy. I just want to have you guys on when I open up this box with the books in. But let me bring in a songbird and the lovely lady singer. I think she can be an actress. I think she can be a good actress because I know she be acting on the show. She don't let her real side show. But ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the microphone. Coming to the stage. Felicia, what's going on, Felicia? Hold on.
Hey, how y'all doing this morning?
Doing all right, girl. You hot,
Yes,
girl.
and
Let's
also a
that mic.
co-author. You got to remember that I'm
That's
also a
right.
co-author with
You're
you. So I'm waiting. Maybe I need to go check my mailbox. My books might just be
yeah.
there. I didn't go check yesterday.
Mine came day before yesterday, but I had been ripping
Oh,
around.
wow.
So when you have multiple hats, you got to do multiple things. But like I said, I want to
That's
shout out
true.
to one of the Hollis and
Mm-hmm.
Tiasha them for making all that
Yes,
possible. Because I never thought I could be an author, a published author. We're co-authors.
yes,
I'm
yes.
so
We are
happy.
published. What?
Raccoon June, where you at, boy? Where you at, Raccoon?
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank
Um,
you.
because I'm not looking at the comments. So Raccoon June told me don't read nothing. But hold on, ladies and gentlemen, I'm gonna open up the box with the book and do my revealing.
Yes.
Yeah.
Da da
Yes.
da da da. Did we just do it?
Yes. John Rowe, I really have to open the box because I didn't open it. So it's
Okay.
freshly still
That's all
locked. So and I don't have anything shut. Yes, I do. I'm gonna unplug something. And All right, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, I know we're talking about red flags today, but this right here is a green flag. This here is a go.
It's like
Right here. Mission
green flag.
accomplished. This thing. Wow, they show UPS show packed this up real nice and tight.
Yeah,
Whoever
they
did the
taped it,
packing.
taped it real good, huh?
Mm-hmm. I want to thanks again to everybody who pre-ordered their book. Thank you. Man, boy, this thing is on here. And I will be packaging them up and mailing them out to you guys. ASAP. Okay, hold on. Here we go. Here we go, y'all. Feel like Christmas in February.
I know
Yes,
I'm
and I want
new
to
to
thank
the
all
show,
those.
but if you would send me the link, I will eat. I want one too, Grady.
Okay.
If you would email me the link.
I sure will. Ooh, look at this. Hold on. The book is here.
Can't wait to read everybody's story.
Yes. That's when the
Yeah.
authors and
So
that quote.
after you read mine, tell me what you think,
Okay.
and I'm gonna read yours. Like,
Wake up
look
winning.
at
No
it.
matter what. Volume 2. Losing is
Yes,
not an option.
not
Can you
an
guys see
option.
it? Look at
Yes, you're gonna have to play my song now. You can go
Wow.
with the theme book, with the book,
Yeah.
right?
Matter of fact, yeah, let's set that up real quick. I know you guys
Yes.
can't see it, but the book is here. It's officially I'm an author. Who book is this? Somebody named. Oh, hold on. Let me show you the back. Hi, y'all got my
Okay,
look at
great, baby.
DJ
Okay.
Grady Baby,
Yay.
a published author. Y'all wait till the next book. The next
Awesome.
book is gonna knock your sock off. Your socks.
Mhm.
Yeah. So hold on. All right, hello, my brother. Yeah, ladies and
Wow.
gentlemen, let me welcome my brother, Minister Music. Man, he does it all. Y'all know who he is. I don't know he's Raccoon June. I don't know who he is today because I can't see. I don't want to put my forehead on the screen. I don't want to scare nobody. I don't want nobody to think I'm trying to hit. But then, here it goes. Oh, that's G Clark. Hey, he ain't Cooley. He ain't Raccoon. Well, ladies and gentlemen, my brother, G Clark. Hold on, brother. Hold on. Let me get this mouse right. Bam. What's up, brother?
Hey, what's going on, family?
What's going on, man? Hey, bro.
Man, I had some technical difficulties this morning, man.
It's
Like, Jesus Christ. I
It's
think it's
all
about
Good
time. It's about time here.
morning. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
So,
Good morning.
I'm
so
gonna show
y'all
you
can
how when I come back down, I'm gonna show you how to speed that computer up. You ain't gotta do nothing different. I'm gonna show you how to speed it up.
Oh, okay.
The book is here.
I saw.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
I am so happy.
Absolutely.
So I will be packing these up along with the t-shirts to mail out to everybody who ordered the book. Oh, Songbird, what's the title of your song? Lord, I forgot the name of it.
change your life.
Uh-oh.
Change Your Life.
That's the theme song to the book.
Wow. Awesome.
So I not only that I was the author as
What?
well, I also had the theme song.
Change your life.
So
Uh-oh.
yes,
Okay.
yeah. If you got wake up winning, that's a changing of your life, right?
There it is. There it is.
There we go.
Absolutely.
That's right.
Absolutely.
House, yours truly.
You gotta take time out
Yeah.
to focus on you. Don't take on any
I'm trying to
task
ring
that don't belong to
you. Can I sing?
I can sing it to me.
the bricks on anything
No time
to second
to
guess.
guess.
You gotta put
You gotta put your trust in God and go by faith.
change your life. Know what you want.
This song right here.
I put in work,
Okay.
then
No.
just
Oh,
try. Goodbye to yesterday, today.
yeah. See, this is the song right here, y'all. Change Your Life.
That's what's up.
Yeah. Thank
That's
you.
what's
up.
up.
Hey, before we go any further, did we acknowledge any of the listeners?
Yeah, we left it all for you.
Okay. Absolutely. So what's going on, Timothy Dale? Good morning. Good morning, Dewan. Good morning, Rosalind. Good morning. What's going on? Jordan said, "Big Pimpin' in the house." Good morning, fam. Southwest Shouty is in the building. What's going on, Doc?
Yep.
Absolutely. We got congrats from Jordan Hall. Dewan said, "I love that song." We getting fire from LaRonda and Timothy, man. I'm just saying, man.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Hey, so Timothy. Oh man, this is a great day. Oh my goodness. Shout out to everybody that's watching. Oh my goodness. Hold on. I got so many. So many messages coming through the phone. Thank you, thank you, thank you, man. So let's talk about this. Man, I know I'm gonna butcher this title, y'all. So y'all bear with me. G Clark gonna back me up. G Clark and Loranda gonna help me out with this one here.
Really?
Yeah, recognizing red flags, right?
Okay.
That's what we're talking about, right?
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah. So Loranda. So I guess recognize red flags
Huh?
in what? Recognizing red flags in what? Relationships. Where we going with this? Relationship, friendships. I guess in anything in life, right?
What are the
So,
warning signs of an unhealthy relationship? The red flags of an
mhm,
unhealthy relationship.
mm,
yeah, unhealthy red flags when a person
Cause you
always
know
feel
some red flags come up prior to the
Mhm.
big explosion.
yeah,
Yes.
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 So,
Yeah.
Yes.
because we're gonna talk about the red flags, but definitely, I think I'm the analogy king. Shout out to my boy Showboat. I learned how to do analogies from him. So we're gonna discuss them, and then we're gonna act. I'm gonna act them out. So the crew gonna help me act this out. So
okay.
yeah, red flags. So we're gonna talk about some things. Like I said with everybody, it may not be your situation. It could be someone's situation that that shows red flags. They maybe one red flag is when a person always question you about your friends and who you be with and all that stuff, and why you spend so much time with them. Those are red flags. You know,
Really?
your why everybody so quiet?
I'm
I'm
listening.
listening to
I'm
you.
listening. I'm listening. How you
Wake up,
Are we gonna
everybody!
talk while you
how,
talking?
how you gonna sit here talking about why everybody quiet? You the one talking.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Okay.
Hold on.
Yeah,
I'm gonna give
absolutely.
what he want. I'm gonna give him what he
Absolutely.
want
Trying to
though.
respect your comments. We're trying to hear it out.
I'm just waiting for you to put your foot all the way in your mouth personally. That's what you want?
Yeah, that's what I want. I want that act right. But,
All right.
but the red
Okay.
flags, the red flags.
Hey man, so I think we need to listeners tell me because she said, you pick up on red flags, before the explosion. I'm like, when do y'all start looking for red flags? Because I look for red flags from day one. Like, okay, all
Yes,
right, she
yes,
fine as
yes,
hell, but man,
yes.
look at them toenails down there, boy. Oh, Jesus. Oh, yeah, I knew something was wrong. I don't know. But like I look for red flags from day one. Like I know the first day I meet you,
Wow.
you gonna make everything seem like everything is all good, ain't a trouble in the world.
Mhm.
So yeah, I'm looking for that red flag day one.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah.
Yeah.
Hold on, you said feet are red flags?
I'm just saying, okay, man, please don't kill me, Beehive. But long time ago when Beyonce was in Destiny's Child, like I liked her because there was a point where the females really didn't mess with Beyonce like that. But
Mhm.
I liked the man, and I was like, man, what is wrong with this girl? I'm like, either her breath stink or her toes might be off. Like, because of course I never get a chance to know her in real life.
Right.
And man, I saw
What in the world?
I saw a magazine, and she had them toes looking like she was kicking down brick walls all her life. Jesus, it was horrible. It was horrible. But it is what it is.
Wow.
Um,
Wow.
I'm just saying, like I believe everybody's perfect in their own light, but we subject each other by everybody else's eyes, so that could be an issue. But
Yeah. Yeah, you got that Eddie Murphy from the boomerang syndrome. Ain't nothing wrong with toes. Don't put them toes on. Don't put them feet on me. I don't,
I'm not. I like toes, you know what I mean. But like, when they look like they can ball up in the fist, so they could bring you your bill. Hey, I mean, it is what it is.
To be a
Yeah.
Oh my
stupid.
God.
give,
No,
a,
he
give a special shout out to the
did you
listener.
hear what he said?
So hold on.
I was like,
Before
yeah.
I ask the ladies what are their red flags, shout out to my longtime friend, family of the show, my Erica Rogers. Shout out to her. Thank you for tuning in, chiming in. We about to rock and roll today, talking about these red flags. Now I want to ask. Let's go with Felicia since she's the most animated one on here.
Really.
Yeah. So you be put on this thing you got going here. So what are the red flags for you?
red flags.
Mhm.
I think one of the main red flags is when you can't contact them anytime, when they're only available at a certain time, or um, like, oh yeah, I couldn't contact you with this and this. They keep making excuses. You know what I'm saying? Like, you
Yeah.
should be able to. I mean, we understand people got things to do, but if you in a relationship and I can't contact you on a weekend at a certain time, or weekday, you're not available, you're giving me the schedule, and it's not really work related or something, and you're like, "What's up?" Then you want to know where I'm at.
Okay.
And I'm like, okay, either you got somebody else or something going on.
Okay. No. This what happened. I'm gonna act this out right here, y'all. I didn't get a chance to act out G Clark, but I'm gonna act out yours. Yeah. Call me. Call me. Call me. She know I work from 9 to 5, and she called me. I told her I'm gonna call her on my lunch break. I call her later. Damn. Put the phone down. Okay. You know what? Hold on. I'll text her. Call you back. You know his hours. You know he busy. You can't really talk to the person the way you want to. See, you know what? I know right now.
We ain't talking about normal work hours and things like that. You know what the red flag is when you have some dudes, when you date them, they're not really only available for that Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Mhm.
He ain't available throughout the week.
Yes.
Well,
Friday,
he's not.
Saturday,
He
Sunday.
is available.
Yes.
Now we understand
Yes.
all the time there's
Yeah.
something going on.
But I'm put like this. He is
He's a weekend
available.
lover then.
He's just not available for you. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm just saying. Not saying you personally, but I'm saying, ladies and gentlemen, if the person like he really wants you, he'll make himself available for you. Real spill.
Okay. So
And that's why I make him so much available for whoever that he is. I'll remove myself from that.
Okay.
And be like, oh, you got all 7 days.
Look at that fight.
See how that work out?
That little nice, that little nice smile she just did. Oh, have a happy meal, have a happy day, break up ass girl face. Look, you know what I'm saying?
okay, so like, what are we talking about when we talk about unhealthy relationships? Because I'm not seeing too many red flags in the comments. So can we kind of dispel that for a second, so everybody kind of know what we talking about with unhealthy relationships?
Okay.
Anybody
Well, you're talking about this.
Well,
I mean, I would think unhappy. Go ahead,
I'll
Rhonda.
speak.
Go ahead.
When I mean unhealthy, I mean like they're controlling or abusive. It can be either or. The woman can be abusive or controlling, or the man can be abusive or controlling. That's what I mean by unhealthy. And because there are a lot of times when people be in relationships and the other person is just so bossy and controlling, or it'll get to the point where their jealousy overwhelms everything. And they start to take another road with that. And I have been in an abusive relationship, and it ain't pretty. And when the jealousy overtakes the situation, then it becomes abusive, and it's not a healthy thing. But I saw the red flags before they were coming, but I just didn't notice them because I was young at the time. So I didn't notice them. That's why I was thinking.
So let's break down for the young people that are watching, and the people may not know the different types of unhealthy relationship. You said controlling. So I guess we all can expound on it, whatever the word is. Y'all know what it is. Then we all can talk about it.
Nice transition, Grady.
Yeah. What type of control? Like when you control a person's movement, how much money the person spend? Because that's a form of unhealthy when you try to control how much money a person spend or where a person go or things. So break down what are the flags?
All the above. What they can spend, who they can be around, what clothes you wearing, where you going, where you been, what time you getting back, that type situation.
No, that's
it just gets very overwhelming.
They want to know now as a protective father. I want to know what my child is going, or my spouse, or where she's going, who she's going to be with. Because
not if they're not asking you.
Huh?
If they're always asking you, and then when you ask them, they don't want to give you a response. It is controlling.
I'm a grown man.
If they want to know every move you make, but they can't tell you, it is controlling.
Okay, so hold on 1 second, everybody. Shout out to Yvette, Erica Rogers, Robin Shockley. Thank you for the share. Victor Chapman. So
Thank you, brother.
okay,
Victor.
so we have the controlling aspect. What was the other point of controlling for you, LaRonda? I'm sorry, Lynn.
Grady got me confused now because he said
Okay,
that
so,
won't controlling.
okay, so
But
controlling.
I was saying,
Abusive.
so I was saying whenever financially, when they try to tell you how much to spend or try to tell you where you can and can't go and things of that nature. And I said abuse is another unhealthy relationship when the relationship is abusive.
Okay, and so I want to break down abuse because, like, okay, so one thing that I think a lot of times when we have discussions like this is that we say abuse, and abuse could be a myriad of things. You know what I'm saying? So
Physical.
abuse,
Yes.
yeah,
I'm
physical,
talking about
mental,
physical.
It's physical, and
absolutely.
then
But
another one is verbal. Verbal abuse, they said, is actually the worst because they are constantly contacting, degrading you, putting you down. You know what I'm saying? Instead of being, inspiring or supportive, they kind of say, "Oh, you're ugly, you fat, you this, you that." I mean, it's nothing positive, and they just basically breaking you down. And it's,
right,
for a lot of women, they get confused, like, this man loves me, but yet at the same time, you feeling, not love, but you just say, oh, maybe he's going through something bad, and you stop making excuses because you don't get the physical.
right,
And that's something that I went through. I was just like, oh, well, he ain't hit me, and I had a girlfriend that was going through it physically.
right.
But it was just kind of like, dang, why I feel so down when I'm around this person, and they just constantly saying negative stuff all the time. Or, you think the day's gonna go good, as soon as they get a little, something drinking, and then all of a sudden the verbal abuse will come in.
Yeah.
Right.
Right. Exactly. Exactly.
I would like to add to the list,
My brother.
like the lack of activity, or like you have a giver to a receiver, where one person is exerting more energy, exerting more, they're giving more to the relationship than the other person. Now, I never, the only time that I agree with 50-50 is that if you are a whole 50% yourself.
Yes.
A lot of people try to get in a relationship and they running like 70% of being a half. Now, if you ain't a whole half, meaning that you're not willing, we don't have to do exactly the thing. So if I give you money, you will have to give me money back at some point in time. But if your effort is there as far as like taking care of the home or something like that, like our energies are balancing each other out on the scale, so to speak. I think that is something that a lot of relationships go through, where one person wakes up and they're like, man, you ain't doing a goddamn thing. You did.
Yeah.
Grader, who phone you in, Grader? Don't make me call Jesus on you. Get out that phone.
God, how you know I'm in the phone?
Because you can't read it. You all like this in the camera trying to get closer to the phone.
Okay. Hey, Katrina, how you doing?
You abusing the show. You abusing the show. That's what you're doing.
You know what? What you ain't gonna do is call me out like that.
You know what your red flag is when I know you about to abuse the show?
All right.
The shiny forehead. The shiny forehead syndrome.
It is.
Shots fired.
Absolutely. Let me get this thing ready. I'm just straight on you. Ooh, geez, what was that?
I'm gonna take that one. Shots fired. Oh, y'all make sure we fire shots around here, y'all.
Oh, we showed it.
I got hit. Please,
we showed
that was good one. That was good. I like that one. Keep it up. Keep it up.
You do a good job with the shade part. I mean, to tell you, smooth, no hair. So you do a great job.
Oh, shoot, he's shining.
No, I'm dead serious. It's good.
Oh no, I wouldn't disagree with you.
Okay.
He's fresh every week.
What? So yeah, G. Carl. Yeah, you have great points, G. About that. Oh my goodness. You know, I can't stay out this phone. I'm sitting here looking at all the people because that G Clark always tell me. Cause people like, Greg, you didn't shout my name out. G don't want me looking at your name, making an announcement. That's his thing, you know. I
Now,
mean,
please
but
stop DMing him during the show because he'll be trying to read your DMs and then like we'll be talking. We'll be like, Grady, what you think? Uh, I'm saying I hate to be the bad guy, but bad I'll be. Please stop DMing him. If you could DM him after the show, that'd be great.
I love all my listeners. Make sure
Right.
you guys go to post the book. The link. The book is here. DJ Great. I wish I had a better light. Let me see.
The book is here,
the
ladies
book
and
is
gentlemen.
Can I turn
I
this
see
off?
it
Yeah, there we
ring
go.
like
I had to turn it off a little bit. Wake up winning.
Yeah, I'm
All
jealous. I
YouTube.
gotta get mine.
Wake up
I gotta
winning.
get mine so
All
I can
YouTube.
get mine.
And losing is not an option. Where's your book at, Felicia?
I
Felicia's
better
co-author.
check my mailbox. Apparently, I didn't check it
My
in 2
co-author.
days, so I need to go check it. I might have my box up.
So Jordan had a question,
Okay, what's up?
Okay.
and you want me to read it?
No, highlight it. Just highlight it. I'll do the read. Just highlight it. There it is.
Okay. Let me hold on. I got to go back out the thing. So now hold on. Let me go back.
No, never mind. I got it. I got it.
Oh no, I was gonna put it on the screen.
Okay.
I got it right here. Bam. There you go.
So society tends to perceive that abuse is something that only a male can commit, and that women are only the victims. And this matter, women are just as guilty as men. I think that like society's
I
trying
said
to turn.
vice versa.
I mean, yeah, absolutely. I mean, like to me, I think we get caught up, and sometimes I'm gonna be real this morning. Sometimes we can get lazy and we bunch everybody in to have that numbers game. But you know, if you're doing me wrong, I can give a damn about what somebody in Oklahoma going through. You know what I'm saying? Like, or what builds these statistics. I think it's even. I think it's even across the board. You know, you got women that are vicious just as well as men that are vicious.
Mm-hmm.
You got women that put their hands on men just as much as men that put their hands on women.
Mm-hmm.
The verbal abuse, I think men could, if I had to go with numbers, I mean, let's just be real. Men could take that a little bit more. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because we tend to hide our feelings. We're not going to be quick to show our emotions. And sometimes you keep throwing them rocks at that wall and don't realize you're chipping it. So,
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I mean, with men, now women, I think women can cut with their words.
I think so.
But men, yeah, and most men, they know they can't really physically retaliate, so they do go for the low blow with the choice words. But I think women, they knock the ball out the park when it comes to words, because women speak more, they have more words, they use more words than we do anyway. And you know, those are some serious red flags when, you know, people are easily aggravated or irritated. Those are signs of red flags. Controlling, manipulative, being also, and some, not all women, some sisters, you know, play the victim role, or you know, that passive of that, you know, like, it's my fault that you did this to me, you know, it's my fault this, and I'm sorry, not my fault, it's your fault that this happened, or this happened to me, or it's just like a lot of different things, aspect of different parameters of things that you observe from a person, and try not to, when you leave in one relationship, don't take those things that happen bad, those red flags that you remember, those triggers from your last relationship. Try to forget them, but remember them at the same time. But try not to use those as lessons, but don't carry those into their. Let's say, like, for example, I was talking to a friend this morning. Let's say, like, in that last relationship, you knew when this person was upset or when he was in a bad mood if he stomped his feet. And then you get in a new relationship, everything is smooth. You come home, this guy, you know, the person, he stomped his feet just to come in the house. You thinking he's in a bad mood, so you immediately get defensive. So don't, you know, take that, you know, the memory from that bad one for this one, because everybody do things different. They may do some of the same things, but there may be something different in it. Hopefully that makes sense.
Yeah, it makes sense.
But
But I think
Yeah.
But that part where you know how you're always giving, there's takers. There's people who just straight up takers, and you have to be like aware of that. Like
Yeah,
you know, like you said,
true.
if you're always going on a date and you always paying all the time, you know
Yes.
what I'm saying? I had some female friends that they was like, yeah, they noticed the red flag, but they try to ask me what should I do or how would I go about it. And I say, well, what are you talking about? And they say, every time, we go somewhere, he's like, hey, can you get this for me? Or, oh, I'll give it back, when I get paid. Or, they go out and eat, they always set a treat. And they don't mind, saying, because, they feel that, they like to treat their man, but they
Yeah.
don't really get it reciprocated. They don't really
Uh,
go out their way. And if they do, it's like, they get a Whopper two for $5, and they go into expensive restaurants on going out their way for their birthday, and they just kind of taking a little more cheaper in. And I said, well, maybe that could just be how that person is, and
uh,
maybe you're doing more. You know what I'm saying? But
yeah.
then there's some people who do take it and abuse it.
Yeah.
Now, you know what I find? Okay, so I've been listening to everybody and I've been reading the comments. Let's see. Sandra Altman said, "Mother's watching. I told my daughter LaRonda for you guys to play nice." Okay, we tried. We tried. Um, Robin Chocolate said, "As a mentor and advocate myself, I come across just as many men who suffer too. They just don't speak on it." I'm trying to let's see because these comments are rolling in a little fast. Robin also said, "Grady, pay attention."
Right.
Victor Chapman said, "Don't ever let anyone try to control your morals, values, and standards." So, since we're picking out and recognizing red flags, how about red flags within ourselves? Because the one thing that I'm picking up again with the comments of people that are talking about this abuse, um, maybe the red flag that we miss is the one in ourselves. Because I see a lot of times where victims, people that have been abused by somebody, will protect that person.
Mm-hmm.
Like they can run you through the
Yeah.
mud, and you only talk about so much of the you only say, well, my clothes got a little dirty, got a little dirt on them. But they dragged you through the mud. You understand what I'm saying? Like
Mm-hmm.
sometimes the red flag resides in ourselves. We
Yeah.
protect these people that abuse us, abusive in words, abusive in actions. They never give. I don't know. Maybe the red flag, and sometimes we reach out for words like toxic,
Uh-huh.
abusive,
Uh-huh.
this, that, and third. But the red flag, sometimes I think it's us.
Yeah. And
Mhm.
I agree with you. I'm sitting here just thinking of the football
Yeah.
analogy of that. If
Yeah.
if the referee throws a flag in the game, it's just like the player going by picking up, man, it ain't happening. You know what I'm saying? The person who was offended, that's like you running a route and
Right.
the other person, the opponent hit you, and the ref throws a flag against the opponent that caused the penalty. Me as the person who's running the route who got hit, I picked the flag up like, nah, ref, everything's good. So we hold on to the flag, instead of looking at the flag and analyze, okay, what happened? How can I fix it? Fix the situation, because the thing too, we are talking about the flags, but we got to find out what's the solution. How can we fix the red flags? Because it's more to just anybody can walk away. And I think we was in the group text message we were saying,
No, I think that's part of the protection. If you being abused, get your ass gone.
but you got to look at, some people don't know if they're being abused because they
Yes.
only do what they
Yes.
know. They don't know if they're being abusive. Some people, not saying all.
No, because I mean, like again, I just want to be real. I ain't trying to let nobody sugarcoat, and you are not gonna mosey around this one. If you know something don't feel right in the way that somebody treats you,
Okay.
that's the red flag. But we protect them. That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
You
I
said,
understand what you're saying, G. Trust me,
Okay.
I'm just trying to figure out how to word this.
no, don't sugarcoat it. Say it.
Like no, saying I'm speaking from I'm not saying I'm an abuser, but I put myself in an abuser point. They say like a abusive person may have grew up in an abusive environment,
Right.
right? So a
Right.
person that's really controlling and argumentative, and maybe they've been in his household, so that's normal to them. So
Right.
and a lot of times people need counseling, they need to talk about it in order to fix it. So what's the
Okay.
cure? Because if you leave this relationship, let's say like if you're in a relationship and you don't have that dialogue and stuff, you just leave that relationship, go to another one. You never you
That,
never really fix it because you still because you are broken in this relationship. And you're gonna
and
take your broken self with these red flags over to this other relationship. Now the new relationship person gonna suffer from the last one. And here you go. Now these flags that you don't picked up from this last relationship and you throwing them at this new person. So
well,
you
I
gotta
hear
get
what
that
you're
dialogue
saying.
so you can fix it, rectify the situation. Go ahead.
I hear what you're saying, but I think that there's two terms that we need to redefine
Okay.
personally, and we need to simplify. One is perfect,
Mhm.
because even by the book definition, perfect says the fact that you exist. That's perfection. Okay.
Yeah.
The second one is selfish. Selfish has a negative connotation. No, no, no. I see you, Greta. Don't take such a big breath. All I'm saying is that we should be selfish, meaning that if
Mm.
I'm a broken person, just like we already have the notion that I can't depend on you for my happiness, right? That's already accepted. I can't look at my
Mm.
wife and be like, okay, I'm not happy, but I'm gonna pull the energy from you, and the energy you give me is gonna make me happy. So if you ever shut me off from that energy, my happiness is now null and void.
Mm-hmm.
So just the same, if you are an abuser, if you are, and I don't care relationship, friendship, I don't care business partner, this, then the third. If you are abusive, it's not my responsibility to bring you out of that. You have to be selfish and address yourself.
Yes. Yeah.
See, we don't like to look at ourselves. Me
Yeah.
as a photographer, every photo session I have, I'll take hundreds, 50, 100, maybe 150 images. We go back and we review it. People hate to look at them.
Ooh, yeah. This,
Mhm.
They want to see times where, okay, oh man, the lighting was great, this was great, and oh man, I love this one. And then they'll come back 2 days later. You know what? Can you fix this part of my like people hate looking at themselves. And the same
Mhm.
thing goes with these characteristics, and especially when it comes to abuse. It's not the person that you have victimized, that you have hurt. It's not their responsibility to fix you. You need to take the time and fix yourself, Doc. I mean,
Yes.
like, let's just. I'm sorry, I ain't gonna let it. I ain't gonna let it slide. Y'all can let it slide all you want to. It's not gonna
Yeah.
slide. Hey,
Yeah.
yeah.
I
I agree. I agree.
I
I
don't like to
think,
agree. Go ahead.
yeah, yeah, that makes sense because you have to
because
take your own
Well,
responsibility and not
speaking
allowing
for
somebody.
myself, I was already fixed.
okay,
Well,
I was already fixed because I was not raised in a household like that. And when I got with him, he was just crazy. But I guess I didn't pick up on it because I called myself in love. Because like I said, I was young. But yeah, I feel like I was already fixed. I never was taught to put my hands on nobody or speak down to people or stuff like that. I
Right.
never was.
yeah,
But
Mhm.
life has taught me that I need to stand up for myself. you know,
oh,
Yeah.
so
absolutely.
you live and you
yeah,
learn.
And I want to say
yeah.
this, and I don't want to sound harsh on women. I don't. Please, I don't. I don't want to sound like that. But sometimes your decision, you have to make the right decision in the person that you choose to be with. I was telling this one lady one day, I said,
True.
"Yeah, you were
True.
smart in school. You were straight A in school, but you were flunking in life decisions. Choosing a mate or a spouse because they can always say, I
Yeah.
keep choosing the wrong
True.
man. Sometimes we got to, you know,
Yeah.
you got to take
Yeah.
your time when
Maybe they
making
didn't.
a decision. You know."
True, but some of them might not had a father to show
True.
'em,
True.
you know.
Yeah.
So I mean, there's so many different reasons why people do the things they do. They could have saw abuse in their household, their mother
Absolutely.
being very submissive and not standing up,
Yeah.
versus I'm saying, luckily for me, my mother was aggressive but not controlling. You know what I'm
Yes.
saying? Like,
Mhm.
she handled things, in a mature way. We never had it out in front of the kids, anything like such as that. But you
Uh,
knew something was going on. Like, she handled her business in a respectable way where it wouldn't affect the children. And that's how grown people should do. Saying you're not going to tolerate certain things and you have to stand up for yourself.
yeah.
So, I mean, at the end of the day, you shouldn't abuse anyone and you shouldn't
Right.
allow yourself to be abused. So,
Right.
it's
Right.
just honestly got to own up to your own stuff.
And I want to throw some advice
Just
out to people also to befriend someone that's been married multiple years, more than 20 plus years. Talk to your elders. They've been through it before. A lot of times we seek advice from people who never really experienced it or don't know, don't can't give you the right information, on how to handle certain situations. I mean, it's good to stand up and speak up for yourself, but go to your elders. The elders there for counsel. You know, yeah, just seek people that marry. Don't go to your single friends and ask them marital advice. They you can't do that. Only a single person can teach you how to be single. Go to somebody that's been married between 30 and 40 years or something like that, and just sit down and talk with them. Go ahead, G.
I agree with that to an extent.
Mhm.
But again, when something don't feel right. I ain't gotta ask nobody nothing when I know it don't feel right. And
Absolutely.
if you ain't married, I'm sorry, man. I don't want to call you a dummy, but sometimes you need it, straight, no chaser.
Yeah.
We always look for a chaser when it comes to we can tell anybody sometimes we're the best advice to anybody else. But when it comes to ourselves, I need a chaser. No. If you ain't married, you a dummy for staying with somebody that's doing you like that. I'm sorry. I'm not sorry, because sometimes we need to hear it. That's a red flag. That's a red flag within you. Let's see.
Hold on, shout out Shamika. Shout out Shamika that's watching the show. Go ahead.
Mika on here. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so I got man. Okay, so Vic was like, "Wake up, Lynn and Felicia. These two would take over." My bad. I'm sorry. We got Sheena checking in. She said, "Good morning." She said, "Nothing wrong with being selfish. In fact, we got to self-reflect." Erica Rogers said, "I agree as well." Sheena said, "Call it what it is." Robin said, "Yes." Red flag and love is blind. Yeah, love is blind. Sometimes, again, if you feel that it's wrong, I'm sorry. Maybe you need to start making them steps and figuring out why. Or if you want to get a chance, you got to figure out why it feels wrong. But what you can't do is sit there, because I mean, we act like we only like we come back to this earth, like we come back, like we got Super Mario lives and somebody that's abusive that and we know the worst thing that can happen out of abuse situation is that someone dies. Somebody that gets their life cut short. And that's why I don't want to play this morning. Because what I'm saying? It could be somebody listening right now and something as simple as she ain't washed the dishes or he ain't took the trash out or something like that could result in their story being on Snap, being on Channel 5, channel whatever news it is, and they keep taking the abuse. Now, if you know it ain't right, get the hell up out of there. And I'm sorry, we probably don't get it monetized, but truth. Let me see these other comments because that was on your page.
Yeah, got some more.
Yeah.
All over the streaming platforms.
Victor Chapman said you were fixed and you took in a dude with old dirt and residue. Like,
Lynn,
I mean, Shanna said, advocate for your damn rights. We are the final decision makers. And it's funny because we get people that'll be on all these bandwagons, but will not bandwagon themselves. Let's see. Felicia said, absolutely, we have our own red flags. Sandra said, Mr. Grady, I agree with your statement. At the same time, you need to get out because we all are children of God and we all have feelings. Jordan said, I admit that I was emotional, financial, and physical abuser in several past relationships. You feel lonely when you're together. G. Clark, you're correct. I had to take very long, hard, painful looks in the mirror and address the problem or leave the relationship. Women simply choose better if not very carefully. Women tend to try to force a square peg into a round hole. If you are being abused, leave. The red flag has got to be in yourself. We tricked y'all today. I'm sorry.
And that's an issue that I see with a lot of women. They always try to fix. They try to fix relationships. Like somehow they can come and fix it. You can't fix grown folks.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
No.
I think
we're not.
Speaking for myself, I left. I did leave. I didn't stay. It came to the point where I had to fight back, and then I left.
Right.
So yeah.
And we're not taking shots at you. All I'm saying is that, like, my favorite thing that I was taught as a Christian um, was when Jesus asked, he said, man, how can you see the splinter in somebody's eye and you can't see the forest in your own?
Yeah.
Like you
Yeah.
can see a little splinter,
Mm.
but you got a whole forest in your eye. Like, but you see the problem with somebody else, baby. Sometimes the red flag is with us.
Yeah. I always wonder why G would say that to me all the time back in the day.
Like that was
Forest in
That's
your
his
eye.
favorite, that's his favorite scripture there.
he said, man, because we always look to blame somebody else for our problems. Okay, yes, they are a part of the problem. Yes, if he went upside your head, yes, he's definitely a part of the problem. However, if you put yourself in that situation, I mean, because we can see it better with success. Because if I say, okay, if I'm a musician, go out to every club, go out to every open mic, go out to this, and you keep putting yourself in situations, success 9 times out of 10 may happen if you work harder than others. Because there's plenty of people in the music industry today that lack talent. Like they're copycatting. I can't tell the difference between this person and that person. Then they want to have similar names. We got Lil Baby, Dub Baby, Big Baby, Baby Baby. Like it's harder to like. I mean, and I respect Dub Baby. You know what I'm saying? I respect him personally, but it's harder to pick these folks out and say, okay, who ain't the copy? Who's the original? But when it comes to abusive relationships, I'm sorry, you can leave. You can.
Yeah.
And if you keep putting yourself in a situation for them to abuse you, you know,
Yeah.
I see the red flag on both sides.
Yeah. I want to ask this. Are you finished reading the comments, G?
Yeah.
Okay. I want to ask everybody, including everybody, the viewers that's watching, everybody on the panel here. Other than abuse, let's leave out the physical abuse. All right, we'll put that to the side. With emotional and the other abuse, how long do you allow it to go on before you address it, and how long do you stay? You know, how long it be before you leave? You know,
Wow.
I know some other abuse stuff can be a track because
You need to address it.
Yeah, because some people will tolerate stuff for a certain period of time, and then they explode. I've seen recently, I've seen a volatile relationship where it was physical and mental. They separated for like a few months or so like that, but then they got back together. Now everything is really cool. Sometimes I guess absence, time away from a person make a person change. So how long do you stay in that relationship before you leave, and do you go back? Do you get a person? Because if it's not physical, it's just more so because verbal and mental abuse, those things that can be fixed, through counseling and conversation. I think. But let's get it from the ladies. I want to ask the ladies this. We'll get
Well,
back.
I would say that when it comes to when you're in a relationship, sometimes people do things because you haven't made them aware there was that problem. And if you allow something to go, so if that person is not aware, you're not saying anything, they're thinking that's cool. But when you address them and say, hey, I don't like when you do this or say this or whatever the issue may be, and then they can just actually ignore you, then that's when you're like, you know what, this is unhealthy for me, and then you need to exit your way out immediately. I mean, you're first supposed to at least address them and tell them that this is an issue. And if that person's really there for you, then they would change. They would see, okay, I feel what you're saying. Maybe I could do something on my end, and then that's where you work things out. And that's what counseling, etc., can be helpful. But if the person is just don't care what you say, well, this is how it is. If you like it, if you don't like it, you go. So then you just need to exit and let them be by themselves.
Right. I mean, I think some people are scared to lose the security of what they know. Okay, okay. So mentally, you are horrible to me. You damage me. I can't find any support from you. This, that, and third. But we pay our bills efficiently, or you pay a little bit more than half, and I know if I leave, I'm going to incur all these financial responsibilities. I'm saying like the same braveness all of us had when we were 18, whatever age you decided that I was ready to leave my parents and do this on my own. I think you need to go back and address that person because like in these abusive relationships, it's gonna end one out of two ways. Either they're gonna kill you, or you're gonna spend all your life that you could have been flourishing. You could have found somebody that addresses you better. You could have found all these things that possibly could have been way better than what you is, but you're gonna stick with this for the rest of your life. I'm sorry, I can't do it. Yeah. I can't. Tayton said, I'm sorry, I might be abusing your name, man. Is it Tatian? The Don said, as soon as you see red flags, run. I'm like, you got 3 strikes. If I've addressed it to you 3 times and you ain't changed, and I've told you this is important to me,
I think.
Go ahead, Lynn.
I think when it's verbally, you can tell the person and address it, but immediately. But if it's physical, you need to get out. There's no talking when it comes to physical. You just need to get out. Right. Period. Because nobody in any relationship should be putting their hands on the other person. That's just a no-brainer. Just keep your hands to yourself. You know, if it comes to that point, you either need to get out or walk away or something, but you just don't need to put your hand on the other person. Right. That's not good. And if that's what they're doing, you need to get out immediately.
Oh, these comments are going off.
Yeah, they're coming through.
Yeah. Robin said, address it immediately. Don't let it happen a second time. See, that's what I'm saying. You have to set your own boundaries. The only way you can do that is looking at yourself. Like, I'm sorry, you hit me, I'm gonna hit you back, and then I'm gonna leave. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, it is what it is. You're not gonna hit a tree and not suffer any damages. You hit a tree with your fist, you're gonna feel the blunt of your hit. Yes. So it is what it is.
Right. Absolutely.
Sheena said, absence makes the heart grow, but what cool is that cool, healthy, peaceful happiness? Yvette said, you guys still live? I didn't miss anything.
Hey, Yvette, how you doing?
What's going on, Yvette, man? We love you, man. We love you, girl. Robert Shockley said, I learned from my own errors. I'm a testimony that you can get out and start life over from nothing. Forget security. Like I want this conversation this morning for you to really, like, for anybody that's being abused. We don't know. Comment. You ain't gotta say it's you, but like if you are in a situation where you need to get out, like we're done with trying to be fixing our life like you know that show. We done with having these table talks. Like, you need to look at yourself and set up your own boundaries. And if they cross it, cross them. Anyway, on, Robin. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, Robin. Focus forward. Y'all make sure y'all check out. Yeah, Robin, let know when you broadcast, when you do your show live, Robin. Focus forward with Robin.
Victor said, physically, you get one hit. Victor said, if you hit me one time, I'm gone. He said, verbally, we can talk about it, and then there's 3 strikes, you out. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like Jordan just said, 2 strikes, I'm out. Like, I'll give you a chance. If I love you enough to give you 1, possibly 2 more chances. After those 2 chances, I'm sorry. No. It's not.
You subject yourself to that.
Yeah, because you can lose yourself trying to make somebody else happy. And that's really
absolutely.
So self-care is the best care. But the person, if you can't be yourself with this person, the person can allow you to be yourself, then I don't know what to say.
Ooh, you know? Shenna. I'm liking Shenna comments. Shenna said,
you got to spell that name because I think you mispronounced it.
Henna. Shenna. It might be Shenna, it might be Sheena. I'm sorry if I'm murdering.
Sheena.
It's 1 E. It's 1 E. Okay, my bad. But she said, you must take a leap of faith, trust God and yourself. And see, that's another thing. Because many people tell you to trust God. They'll be like, oh, your baby's sick, let me pray for them. But when they baby sick, they taking them to the finest doctors that they can find. You understand what I'm saying? Like if you gonna trust them, trust them.
Trust.
You know what I'm saying?
Use common sense too.
Yeah. Right. There it is.
Can I address that comment?
Go ahead.
She said trust God.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know at what point she's talking about, but God give you common sense. If somebody's smacking the heck out of you every time you turn around, you get out.
Right.
Period.
Like,
I mean,
yeah.
you can trust God, but if they knocking you around like a billiard ball, you need to get on out of there.
Mm-hmm.
We'll see.
Period.
Here's what I think she's saying. Trust God that you
Okay.
can, because we're talking about freeing ourselves. You know what I'm saying? Making that move, forget
Okay.
security, forget everything they're giving you.
Yeah.
Trust that when you leave this place, that if you have whoever you believe in has set up something where not
Mm-hmm.
only you survive, not necessarily you monkey barring to the next person, because you again you gotta
Okay.
that section has to finish, because sometimes um
Right.
like we can't take a rest while we running the race. If you look at runners, there's not a
Mm-hmm.
runner that sits there and take 5 minutes. No, he finishes the race and then he rests. Then he can kind of
Right.
reflect on what he
Right.
did right or what he did wrong.
Mm-hmm.
So you can reflect while
Okay.
you're running the race, while you're trying to get out of there. But as soon
Mm-hmm.
as you leave, don't monkey bar to the next race. You got to
Yeah.
rest. You got to self-reflect. You got to
Yes.
figure out what you did right. You got to figure out what you did wrong. Like
Yes.
Yes.
your
G-
escape is not just going to somebody else and finding somebody new. That's not the trust
yes.
that we're talking
Because
about.
you're just going to repeat the cycle. Because
Yeah.
some
Yeah.
people, they haven't addressed their
Yeah.
issues, because it starts with self and what you're allowing in your life. So some people go and leave
Uh-huh.
that guy and go find an exact one or someone even worse. I've
Yeah.
seen people in relationships that be like, okay, so he didn't hit you hard enough, so you went and found this other one and really beating you behind.
Mhm.
Right.
So you got to
And
address their issues
Mm-hmm.
so they can find someone that is worthy of them, not abuse
yes.
themselves.
You
Yeah.
gotta treat
Okay.
relationship, a bad relationship, like a battlefield.
Right.
You know, when you because you in a relationship where you are deployed with this person. So when you get out of there, like when you come back from your tour, you have to debrief. You got to take time out. Like most soldiers, when they come back, they have a debriefing period where they sit back and they go over. What you looking at me for, G?
Hey,
You know
I'm,
what I'm saying? I know what I'm doing. I know what I'm doing,
I'm
bro.
listening. I'm listening.
All right. Shoot. Yeah. You got, you sit back and you talk to your commanders. They say, hey, what went wrong? What went right? How can we do it better next time? You know, so these are things you self-reflecting before you re-engage into another another thing. You know, so you definitely, you're right, G. Clark. You got to sit down and have those discussions. You know, so yeah,
I understand selfish is a good thing.
yeah, it's a good thing.
Yes.
Take care of yourself.
Selfish is a good thing.
Absolutely.
If you ever been on a plane ride, and they give you the instructions before the plane takes off, and they say if these masks drop from the ceiling, what they tell you to do?
Put it on your face
They
first.
say put it on your face first. They said don't help somebody else, because you may lose your life
Yes, they
trying
put
to
it on your
help somebody else.
Mhm.
This person is abusing you. You may lose your life trying to fix them. Put the mask on yourself first. Look at yourself first.
Yes.
They tell you every time, don't help that person. Get it on
And
yourself
you get it.
first, and then after you fix yourself, maybe if they haven't got the mask on to fix themselves, maybe you can assist them as well. But you got to start with you first. That's what a
Amen.
red flag is for me. I'm
And-
sorry.
Exactly.
A
Mask
person
off.
is part of the problem, but if there's a problem, that means you are definitely a factor as well.
Yes.
You
And
just
have to
can't
address
be
that.
a lazy victim. They say another man. I'm sorry. I hate to keep going back to the Bible so much, but real spill. They say another favorite scripture is they that wait on the Lord shall renew their strength. They're not saying that I'm gonna sit in this chair and wait on the Lord. Okay, if today I wanted to get a new furniture set, right? I want to do something new for me. I'm gonna have to move some things around. I'm gonna have to prepare space. I'm gonna have to do this, then the third. That's still waiting. You understand? Because it hasn't arrived. But as I'm waiting, I'm actually doing things to make this situation work. So when it comes, I can receive it. Okay. So same thing in a relationship. You can't be a waiting victim. You can't sit in this chair and expect something better to happen. No.
Sitting in the morning.
Okay, maybe you don't leave tomorrow, but you start making the plans. You start calling the apartment complexes to figure out how to do it on your own. You know what I'm
Yes.
saying? You give yourself 30
Yes,
days.
absolutely.
If I can survive this
Absolutely.
30 days, on day 31, I'm moving.
Okay, and you know what was so funny? And I think I had mentioned to y'all in an earlier show about my mom. Like we knew something was going up with them. And I just came home from high school one day, and my father, he normally don't get home till after 5, God rest his soul. But he had his head stroked out the window like that, and I was just thinking, oh, my mother, she ain't argue with you. She moved all her stuff out. She went to work like he normally did. He thought she went to work. I mean, I went upstairs just to see everything was out the apartment gone. All his stuff was stacked up against the wall. And my mother didn't argue with him, and I knew where to go because I remember saying, "Why am I signing a lease for?" Because I was 18. But you see, that's how he did. There was no arguments, there was no fuss. He came, his stuff was stacked up against the wall. So pretty much, he said, "Hey, go to whoever you've been at and be blessed."
Amen, man.
Hey,
Real
yeah,
spirit.
because
And she prepared. See, that was prepared. She had moving people, man. She saved her money and everything. She did what she had to do. She trusted in the Lord, and
and that's part of the power that women have. Women, you have the power to stop certain situations because it only gonna go on unless you allow it to go. So that's part of your power. You know, you guys are very powerful. Go ahead, G. Clark. No, G. Clark.
I'm saying don't be stupid. You can get this whole feel good, y'all are powerful and everything's gonna work out from any other show. Don't be stupid.
Yeah.
If you know things don't feel right, I'm sorry. I am the friend that you probably fall out with after they giving you the truth of what they see. Because a lot of times we'll be like, oh nah, she just want this, or he just no. They telling you the doggone truth. And I'm sorry, don't be stupid. Yes, women have power. Yes, men have power. Don't be stupid. If you know it's wrong, it's wrong. Absolutely wrong. Let me see these comments are rolling in, man.
Yeah.
Do I have comments or
Yeah, we got go ahead. We could give them some
okay,
grace
so
period.
Lester said, amen, facts Grady. Victor said, here you go, brace yourselves. My bad, man. I really don't know why, man. Like y'all know me. I don't do this. But I feel there's somebody that's listening today, or somebody that's gonna listen to this show that need to hear this. Don't be stupid, man.
know your self-worth.
Yvette said, you are right, Garen. Erica, come on, G. Clark. You speaking good, sir. Lester, somebody said preach. Sheena said, Sheena, I'm sorry. She said 7 years on paper. I was married. I left at 5 years. If you're not growing in 5 years in anything, it's time to go. I like that. However, after my son was born 4 years after marriage, emotional abuse, I left after 2 counselors. He never came, but I worked on myself, prayed, and talked to seasoned people who have been where I am. Not running to singles or groups who can't help and support. I had to get better for capital me.
Yeah.
Victor said, that'll preach, GK. Robin said, I was planning for months ahead of time before she left. And that's what I'm saying. Like, okay, no, absolutely. And you got to understand when you have an opportunity to change. I'm gonna touch on that. Shanna said, right, help you put your mask on. She said, take the mask off. And take off that fake mask because you masking yourself for somebody else.
Yeah.
Victor said, that's a great exchange of knowledge. Jordan said, what do you do if you see someone else in an abusive, unhealthy relationship? You gotta tell the truth. I mean, again, it's gonna be up to them whether they stay or leave. Anybody want to take on that?
Yeah, but see, you want to be careful saying something to somebody about their relationship because they're gonna get mad and turn on you. You know.
But I feel.
But you had to, the Bible said you had to say something about it too. I know it's
because if that person lost their life and you didn't say something, would you feel guilty?
Of course.
True. Yeah.
Well, there's your answer.
That's what I did. You do say something. I had
at least I can wash my hands of it because I said something. If I sit there and try to baby their feelings, and something happens to them, and I could have said something. Now, whether it worked or not, that's not your mission. But it does say, man, I'm just gonna be Christian today. I'm just try to not cuss as much, but it say, preach the word in season and out of season. When they feel like it, when they want to hear it, when they don't want to hear it. You know? Like preaching ain't just being you tell the truth. You tell the truth. That's preaching.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
What say Lynn? Lynn, you have anything on that? You want to add to that? Or you good? Loranda, you know your name?
He's
Lynn?
correct in what he's saying. Yeah, I know my name. Yeah, he's correct in what he's saying. Just let the person know. I mean, there's a way of saying things. I'm gonna get you after the show though, but
Go.
there's a way of saying things. There's a way of saying things. You can tell your friend, look, I feel like your relationship going left a little bit.
Yeah.
Just be. I'm not like G Clark, but he's a good friend to have to just tell it like it is. But
Yeah.
some people, you have to kind of sugarcoat it and go around it a little bit and tell them what's going on. But I would want to hear it G Clark's way because something going on in my relationship and you see it from looking in, tell me
Mhm.
straightforward.
Yeah. They're just like you
Yes,
come out of
straight.
boxing.
Yeah.
One of my boxing analogies. Um, whenever when you're in a tough round, you've been getting hit. You may not know what's going on, but you come back to that corner and you sit down and that coach open that thing up under your nose, wake you up, and he start giving you instructions. Sometimes you need that
He's
snap.
killing you. He killing you.
You
Yeah.
definitely need that. You definitely need that to wake yourself up, to come out of there though. But I want to give you guys a sign. I want to give you guys a sign. Something just ain't right. If you with your spouse, this is a little comic relief. If you're riding in the car and you hear this song come on the radio, you already know your situation. I'm just saying something just ain't right. I ain't gonna play the whole song because I don't want to get blocked. You know what I'm saying? But y'all know what it is. That's Mr. Key Sweat. Something just ain't right. Go ahead, G Clark. Take it away. Come on, ladies.
The one thing that I think, are we closing the show? Because I know we going over. What are we doing? What's going on, Main Frost? He said, blessings from the 513. I don't even know what that area code is, but
shout
hey,
out.
we glad you in there.
Shout out.
Uh,
Yeah, we can ready to wrap it up. I also want to say thank you to everybody that sent in that logged on to DJ Grady Baby Radio on Facebook. I sent everybody friend requests. Thank you again for listening. So make sure you guys like and share. And also, I'm gonna be posting a link for the book, published author DJ Grady Baby. I had to turn the light off, so hold on, because this glare
no,
is
it's
actually messing
still.
up.
There you go.
A little bit better, huh?
No,
But
just take a picture of it and then just make
And
it your bubble picture and then have it show up. We'll have that ready for y'all next week.
Yeah, I had that ready for y'all. I need to be coached, y'all. I'm still learning. You see, you're never too old to learn new things. And make sure you guys learn to recognize red flags and learn when to leave. You got to know when to hold them. Know when. I had to throw that in. But just like I said, seek counsel from your elders. Shout out to Victor Chapman, everybody, man. So many people that chimed in. Make sure you guys check out Victor Chapman. I know you're doing a mix. Put in the comments when you're mixing again, Mr. Chapman, so people can log on and check out. Because boy, y'all missed Wind Down Wednesday. He was. I can't do his voice, but he was. Yeah, he was on it. He always on it. So y'all make sure y'all check out DJ Victor Chapman. Check out.
Man.
Stay tuned. We got some big things going. Isn't that right, Songbird?
And
Yes.
and can I add about my brother? Because I need to speak well about my brother, because not only is he spinning, but as he spins, you have a chance to donate to what he does. The money that he takes, he's feeding families. Now, see, we get a lot of these pop-up people that want to feel good when it's around the holidays. They want to do it for Thanksgiving. They want to do it for December. There's a difference between a farmer and a gardener. A gardener might put out a few flowers or a few plants for a season. Mm-hmm. A farmer does this thing all the time. And my man, Victor Chapman, does it all the time. Yeah. So if y'all want to get behind somebody that's really doing something great for the community, stand-up guy, and he will play them songs that will, man, I'm talking about when he go back, man, I'm like, bruh, yes, I know where I was when I first heard that, and you playing it just right. Yes. You did. So yeah, man, absolutely, man. Big love to my man Vic.
Shout out. Because ladies, with Mr. Chapman, your donation, you see your donation network, because video, you go in his feed, you can see where he pull up with an 18-wheeler, he's feeding communities. Mm-hmm. I never seen nobody unload trucks as fast and unload pallets, mm-hmm, feeding communities. I never seen that before. Hell, he can have more. He ship more packages than I seen FEMA do. You know what I mean? But real spill. But yeah. Shout out to Mr. Chapman. Keep doing the hard work, man. Inspiration. That's my mentor, y'all. So
Absolutely.
I'm trying to learn and get in a position to be like him.
He did say Friday night he'll be live at 6 p.m. Central Standard Time, or to 7 p.m. So he's on for an hour. So get that hour power, man, and support my brother, man. Like, this is something that I think I don't shout too many folks out unless I really believe in what you're doing, and I've done it myself. I've donated myself. So real spill, man. That's it. But before we close out, I'm sorry. I've been long-winded today. I really have. Lynn, do you have anything to close out the show with? Anything you want to give the people?
Love yourself, know your boundaries, and it don't pay. Just stay.
Oh, I like that. I like that.
I like that.
Felicia, do you have anything to share with the people?
Yes. Know your self-worth, and don't tolerate, anyone abusing you, and knowing when to leave. And don't wait. You cannot change nobody, but you definitely can change yourself and your circumstances.
I'm going to go next. Please do not be comfortable just because you identified a problem. There are people that the check engine light come on their car, and they will ride that check engine light until that thing fall the heck out, right? So they're comfortable that they know it's a problem, but they never do anything about it until like they have nothing else to do. Sadly, that's when a lot of people be fighting for their lives. In ICU, CCU, you know what I'm saying? But if you got a friend that's gonna tell it like it is, that might, or you got a person that tell it like it is, because sometimes we say you a hater, you an enemy, and this person is only telling you what they're telling you what your yes men ain't telling you. They telling you that, yeah, you know what, you think you're doing it right, but that's not right. That might be the most valuable person that you will ever have. Abraham Lincoln had one of the closest men in his cabinet, was a person that absolutely hated him. And after he died, this man spoke the most eloquent about him, because Abe was willing to take the advice of somebody that, today we'll be like, oh, you a hater. No, he just see it a little bit differently. And since you blinded by your love, you might not be seeing it at all. So don't be happy with just knowing that there's a problem. Yeah. I'm sorry. Yeah.
No, you're good.
Yeah.
The doors of the church are now open. Y'all pray for me, because I'm about to get a whooping by Miss Lynn after the show. So y'all make sure y'all pray for me. But also just work on yourself. Love yourself. Like one of my mentors would say, Mr. Jordan would say, I gotta say this because I had to steal Mr. Jordan stuff. Make sure they love you more than you love you. You know what I'm saying? So because if they care about you, they won't mistreat you. So we gonna close this thing out with staying each one, teach one. We love you guys. We out of here. Peace.
I don't know, Greta. That's like saying, hey, make sure they beat you more than you beat yourself. I don't know, man. I don't know.
See how you do it. But yeah, love yourself, everybody. That's all.
Yes.
Love yourself to remove yourself. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Thank you. Oh, Dwan After Dark tonight. 8.
Oh yeah.
Sorry, but hold on.
8:30 p.m. Absolutely.
Dwan After Dark. Make sure y'all stay tuned. Now, disclaimer: Dwan After Dark is an adult show, so please make sure your children are not around, because we're gonna be discussing real adult topics in a comedic way. Life, love, and great conversation with a little bit of laughter. That's our mantra here on DJ Grady Baby Radio.
Clap your hands if you understand. Just clap your hands.
Our own Miss Felicia. Hey.
Hey.